make this fried rice, all you need is some cold rice, some chicken, some frozen vegetables, some sesame oil, some soy sauce, some green onions, and a little bit of olive oil. Okay, we're gonna grab a oven-safe bowl. I'm using this one that I got from QVC, and we're literally just going to dump all of our ingredients right into the same bowl, all at the same time, and give it a nice big mix. I almost forgot to add the olive oil in there, so you just drizzle that on top and just mix it all about. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and put it right into our air fryer oven, and I'm going to put it at 350 degrees for 15 minutes. We're going to stir it in between about every 5 minutes. We're going to give it a nice big stir. And just like that, 15 minutes later, you have some chicken fried rice. It's all done. We're going to put it on a nice pretty plate, and we're just going to go ahead and garnish it off with some pretty little green onions. And just like that, we did it. We made some chicken fried rice in our air fryer oven, and oh my gosh, so delicious. So next we're gonna make some egg rolls. For our egg rolls, we're just gonna use some ground meat, some garlic, some ginger, some coleslaw that has already been pre-packaged, some soy sauce, some rice vinegar, and some egg roll wrappers, and a little bit of olive oil for the very top for brushing it. Here are the filling. We're just gonna heat up some olive oil, throw in I'm using turkey, only because I couldn't find ground chicken, but you can use pork or whatever it is that you like. And once it's all cooked, about 3 to 5 minutes later, this is what it should look like. And we're literally just going to dump all of our ingredients right inside of there and give it a nice stir. Then you're going to add in your prepackaged coleslaw, and you're going to let it cook for about 4 to 5 minutes until it looks like this. You're going to take your egg roll wrapper, and you're going to put about 2 tablespoons of your mixture right inside of there. You're going to keep your egg roll wrapper at a diagonal, and you're going to kind of squeeze it up to the corner. And while you're squeezing and tucking, you're going to tuck in the sides so that nothing falls out. Keep on doing that all the way up until you get to the very top. At the very top, I used an egg wash. You can just use regular old water if you want to, just to hold it closed. I was able to make 6 of these because 6 will fit in my basket, and I'm just going to go ahead and put some olive oil on the tops and on the bottoms of it. I just sprayed it right on there, and we're going to go ahead and start putting them into our basket. We're going to cook these at 370 degrees for 15 minutes. Now I did turn these over midway, so at around the 7-minute mark I turned them over, and here they are. They're all done. Look at those, aren't they beautiful? Let's go ahead and cut into one. So easy, so delicious. I'm sure your family will enjoy. So now, on to the next one. We're going to make some beef with broccoli. So for this one, we're going to start off with some steak, about a half a pound of steak. I'm using 2 out of my package. A pound of broccoli, oyster sauce, soy sauce, sesame oil, ginger, and garlic. And that is it. Let's get started. So we're going to go ahead and start off by just cutting down our steaks into little strips, and then I'm going to cut them in half so that they're nice little, more bite-sized pieces. And then after we get that cut up, we're going to take our broccoli and we're just going to cut off the little crowns and also make those into bite-sized pieces as well. that everything is all chopped up, we're just going to go ahead and start putting everything in there. Literally just dump everything in here all at once and give it a nice big stir. And we're going to go ahead and give that a cover. I'm just using some saran wrap on the very top of it. And we're going to put that in the refrigerator for 1 hour, so just so that it can marinate. And that is it. We're just going to go ahead and wait for our hour to pop up. After 1 hour, this is what it's going to look like. So we're going to give it one more big stir, and we're going to go ahead and pop it into the air fryer and go ahead and stick that in there at 350 degrees for about 15 minutes, and we're going to stir that and keep checking on it. After literally 12 minutes, it is done. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it out, and look, you guys, dinner is all done. Let's go ahead and plate it up and make it look all pretty. This is a crowd pleaser. So now onto our orange chicken. So for this one, this is super easy. We are just going to use 1 pound of chicken. We're going to use some barbecue sauce, orange marmalade, soy sauce, sesame oil, and a little bit of cornstarch. So let's get busy. We'll start off by cubing our chicken just into little bite-sized pieces. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put in a separate bowl about a cup of cornstarch, and we're just going to kind of put everything, all of our little chicken chunks in there, and just kind of get them all nice and coated, but not overly coated. Going to kind of pat them down a little bit and put them on our little rack. So once we have them all laid out on our rack, we're going to take our olive oil and just kind of spray all the sides and get them prepared to go into the air fryer oven. So in my preheated oven, I set it at 350 degrees, and initially I put it at 5 minutes, but it really does take about 12 minutes total, flipping them halfway. So let's get started on our sauce, which is literally just the marmalade, the barbecue sauce, the soy sauce, and the sesame oil, and you just mix that all up, and we're going to use the microwave for this sauce. Can you believe it? Yes, we're actually going to use the microwave to heat this up. It's amazing to me. Literally just put it in the microwave for about a minute and a half, and it is done. And 12 minutes later, our chicken is all cooked. It's cooked all the way through, and our sauce is obviously done after a minute and a half, and I'm just gonna go ahead and literally dump all of my sauce on top of that chicken and garnish it off with just some green onions. We can't forget our little orange slices, but anyway, voila, dinner is done. So your family is going to be so super excited about this. It is absolutely delicious, no joke. Now on to dessert. We're gonna make some fortune cookies. So for this one, we're gonna use some egg whites, some sugar, some butter, some vanilla, some water, some flour, and we're also going to use a cup for molding and also a muffin tin. So to our egg whites, we're going to add our sugar, and we're going to give this a really good whipping. So I don't have an electric mixer on hand, so I'm just going to go ahead and whisk it. I'm not going to lie, it took me about 10 minutes to go ahead and whip it up to this consistency, and then we're just going to go ahead and start adding in all of our ingredients. Okay, so mine is a little on the thicker side, so I knew that I had to add a little bit of water to it. So I added it in probably about another quarter cup of water just to make it the right consistency, because you want it to be more like a fluffy pancake, but not this fluffy. So after adding in the water, we are just going to take our 1 tablespoon and just drop it on a silicone mat and just kind of spread it around until it's about a 3-inch diameter. And then I was able to fit 2 on my baking sheet, which is perfect because you really need to work quickly as soon as they come out of the oven because they dry really quickly. After many attempts at putting them in the air fryer, I realized what you need to do is put them both in the front and or have a bowl in the back so that it kind of keeps your silicone mat down. So we're going to go ahead and put them in at 325, not 350, 325 for about 6-7 minutes or so until it starts to get a little bit brown on the outside. And this is what they should look like. This is exactly how they should look. So we're going to go ahead and flip it over on the side, and we're going to kind of press it down on the tops just to kind of, you have to work pretty quickly here. So this is where you would insert your little fortune, and I don't have one right now. I did have some originally in my previous video, the lengthy one, but I just had one that said like and subscribe, and going to use the lip of our mug to go ahead and press those together. And we're going to go ahead and keep their, since they're still warm, we're going to keep the fold in place by putting them in the cupcake tin. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. And that is it. Voila, we made dessert. We made some fortune cookies, and they are absolutely delicious. Check this out. And there we go. 5 super simple, easy meals to make in your air fryer oven when you're doing your next little Chinese takeout. And absolutely delicious. Your family and your friends will be so extremely excited to have any of these. I'm telling you, they are absolutely delicious and super easy. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Please give the video a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Bye-bye now.